Hey there, Fragrance family. This is Tracy with the 3-Wick Thesis Candle channel. Today I have for you a destash video. I don't do these very often because I do go through a lot of candles. However, with the latest Goose Creek new release shipments, I have to go through and clean out some stuff that just isn't bringing me joy anymore. I also did finish up my coffee research series, and there are a few in there that they're good, but I have too many and they're not worth keeping around, and I enjoy passing these on to other people and letting them enjoy them as well. So I've got quite a few to get through here. I think there's 12 total. I'll go ahead and just share with you what they are, tell you a little bit about why I'm letting them go, and then if you have questions about any of these, you can pop a comment in the chat below. Also, this video is somewhat lengthy, so if you want to hover your mouse, if you're on a browser, you can skip around. I also did chapter notes. You can click on ones you're most interested in the description if that's easier for you. Okay, let's start with, and by the way, this is pre-recorded, so I'm in the Pacific Northwest this week. I did record this about a week ago, a little over a week ago. So some of this stuff has already gone on to its new home. I'm going to share that with you. This one in particular, I ended up sending this to one of my viewers. Her name is Jen7238. I really ragged on the Jellybean Jubilee in my Warm Impressions update. Honestly, well deserved. I do not like this candle. It's just not for me. If you love cherry like Jen does, you can have it, right? So Jen left me a comment and was like, oh my gosh, I just reordered these. This reminds me of Hawaiian Punch. It's nostalgic for her. And I was like, do you want it? Like, I'm literally not going to burn it. And it's just not anything I even want to entertain any longer. I just can't do cherry fragrances like this. It smells too medicinal to me. She said, yes, I sent it to her. So Jen, I hope you're enjoying it. And by the way, so happy that I can share back with you all. I don't like doing giveaways, just to be clear, like sweepstake giveaways or like trying to promote people to come to my channel to get free things, because I want to harvest authentic subscribers and viewers. I want people to come to my channel because they like my content, not because they think they're going to get free things. But I also really feel this like drive to give to the community that supports me, and I really appreciate y'all coming into my comments and chatting with me and being friendly and supportive. So this did not bother me to send this to Jen. I know it's going to make her happy. It makes me happy, even though I'm not getting my money back from Kringle and I'm paying for the shipment to get to her. It was something that I wanted to do. So thank you, viewers. And I'll do this occasionally, but I'm not going to do like official giveaways. It's just not my thing. So this has gone on now. Jen should have gotten it by now or very close to arriving. Goodbye, Jellybean Jubilee. And I love the jar. I wanted more black licorice, y'all. It just wasn't for me. Citrus lemon, tangerine, juicy cherry, candied blueberries, vanilla sugar, fruit medley, licorice highlight, and all I got was medicinal cherry. Strong thrower though. This one was a part of my coffee research. This is the Cafe au Lait by Swan Creek. In general, just had horrible, horrible issues with tunneling with these candles. You can see it just left, film and wax. I did end up putting the Yankee Illuma lid on this to try to get it to even out. That did end up helping. You can see where it does have full wax pool now. But, I there was 13 candles just in episode 4. I have too many. I don't want to burn them all. I can't store that many, and if you're going to give me trouble, you're getting out of here. I have ones that don't give me trouble that I enjoy, and I'm going to focus on those. So this one is moving on. So these are some of these, the coffee ones in particular, these are things that I might like put at the communal table at my work and just say free and people will take them. One of y'all mentioned that you put them on like your communal mailbox area. I'm contemplating doing that. The problem is that I live in an HOA and we have someone who would not be happy with that. So I'm like, I normally would do that, but I don't want to hear her complain about it. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I might put them over there still. There's also a Facebook group in my area that does like it's like a no waste community. So basically, if you think it's not worth anything, but you think someone might want it, you can post that for free on Facebook. So these are going to go to new homes, but I just haven't fully decided where or how yet. Wow, that one's really dusty. This one is one that I bought a couple of years ago. It's the Blood Orange Halloween from Yankee. Now, normally I would never give away a Halloween jar, and I wouldn't give away Halloween candles, but this one just isn't doing it for me. I just don't associate citrus with Halloween, and I know it's blood orange, so it's like spooky and eerie, but then it doesn't smell like blood orange. It smells like cinnamon to me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just over it. It's taking up space. These Yankee jars are huge, and I have other Yankee candles that I'd rather enjoy. So that one's going to get donated. Let's see, that one. Let's talk about this one next. This one is a Goose Creek Holiday Rum Cake candle. This is one of the labels that Kent from the Candle Channel designed. I loved these. These were sort of like an illuminary. So this is the wax here that you're seeing. So when it would get down to a certain point, you could see through it almost like a church window. Really pretty. This one's just the scent notes feel off to me. It's warm vanilla cake, rich cream, cocoa drizzle, and rum. It's okay. I think it's the rum note that's bugging me. It just feels a little bit off. It doesn't smell enough like cake to me. It's not a winner. And if I was going to burn it, it would be like, let's just get through this to empty it out. And I'd rather pass it on. There's quite a bit left. I'd rather pass it on to somebody who would really enjoy it. So that one's going to leave the house. I have a couple more coffee candles that I'm getting rid of from my research. One of them is the Cafe El Fresco from Yankee. This one burned okay with an Illumilid and a hurricane. You can see there's still some tunneling issues in there. The problem is this just doesn't have much throw. It's really, really light. And I have other coffee candles that throw better. I don't want to keep a candle that just isn't going to throw and that I have 13 of. Right, 13 different coffee candles. So that one's moving on. Quite a bit of life left in that one too. I didn't burn very much, just enough for the research purposes. This one, I was on the fence about. I like the fragrance. I'm also still super curious if this gets more coffee scented when it gets down to the brown. But at the end of the day, again, I have a ton of these from my research. This one wasn't the worst of the pack in terms of tunneling issues, but it was just enough to be annoying. Had to use the Illumilid on it. Smells good, but it's not set apart from the other kind of latte candles that I was burning. This one's roasted vanilla cappuccino. Lots of life left for someone else to enjoy. So that one's going to go. I've talked about this one. I finally destashed it just because I want to be done with this thing. Peppermint bark from Bath & Body Works. I know some of you are swooning right now. This is one of your favorites. You can't believe I don't like it. But the problem is I wanted chocolate. So this is rich dark chocolate, melted white chocolate, and crushed candy canes. I wanted a traditional peppermint bark. And what I get a lot of in this is white chocolate. I'm not a huge fan of white chocolate. It's too cloying. It actually, when I burn this, I start to feel a little bit nauseous. I think it's the white chocolate note that's in here. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the white chocolate. Got through, I tried last Christmas. I was like, we're gonna do it. Gave up. I don't like candles that make me feel sick. And this one created nausea for some reason. Love the label though. The label is absolutely gorgeous, but goodbye. New home. A new home awaits you. This one was also in my coffee research. Loved the label on this one. This is whipped caramel espresso from Goose Creek. Again, it's a great fragrance. It's caramelly, it's gooey. It got a little bit of that espresso note in the background, but it doesn't stand out and it just doesn't excite me. I have other caramel candles that I like better. Did get through about half of that while doing my research. So this one is also leaving. Cafe Latte, I almost feel bad giving this one away because this one had some legit soot issues. I mean, it's pretty bad. It's gross. This one might be one that I toss up on the free Facebook page. Kind of smells like coffee. I just get a lot of soot. It's a more milky coffee. And y'all know I was on the hunt for ones that smell more like coffee, so I'm destashing this one. I do like the label. It looks really pretty when it's lit, but not worth keeping around, especially when I have other coffee candles that I really like. I talked about these two in my March empties, the Bergamot Birch. I tried to branch out and do a Birch candle. It does have lower throw than some of the other Birch candles I've smelled, but at the end of the day, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I don't like it. It's too cologne-y. It's just not for me. Love the jar. Love the lid. Love the wax color. And it burns pretty well, y'all. It's pretty clean in there. But do not like the Birch note. Someone will like that, though. That's a popular fragrance. This is the other one I talked about in my empties. The Rose Mahogany. This has got to go bye-bye. Don't like this one. I wanted more rose. I don't like mahogany. I know better, but this was a sass candle, and I thought maybe I can train my palate to enjoy mahogany. Nope. Didn't happen. That's going to go to a new home. This one surprised me a little bit. I have a Lighting the Way review out on this one, Mountainside. This was a newer fragrance from Goose Creek. But I was burning it. I got down maybe like a third to a half. And there's just something about it. I just don't like it. I developed a dislike to the point where like my husband would be burning it down here in the open concept space, and I would come down from my office / bedroom and be like, oh, what's he burning? I kind of had this like response to it. And every time it was Mountainside. So I think it's that note that's hitting on my memory of Kringle's Carnage. There's like a mineral iron note that's in this. I think it's probably, there's a moss in here. Yeah, it's Mountainside moss. I'm not a moss fan. And I feel like for some reason, even since my review, that moss note has just amplified and gotten stronger and stronger. And I'm not getting any of the sandalwood anymore. And the tree bark seems to have really minimized as well. This just smells like a moss candle now. So I just don't like moss. It's a beautiful candle. It's very natural and earthy. I thought about saving it for Halloween because it feels almost like fall forest to me, but I can't get past that moss note. So I'm going to pass it on. I think somebody else will really enjoy this one. And then another one I was a bit surprised by is the Oud candle from Goose Creek. Kind of a similar situation with this one. I liked it at first. I actually was going to do a Lighting the Way episode on this. I had started my review process. I'd started filling out my rubric, burned it more and more, and was like, I just don't like this candle. And I know I could still do the review for you all, and maybe I will. I have the footage. It's just, I never got to editing it, and then I just lost passion for this candle. It's good. It's authentically oud. I think for me, it just doesn't wow me. And I like Bath and Body Works. Oh shoot, what's it called? It's their single wick I was burning that's got oud in it. I'll put a picture of it up here. I like that one better. It only comes in the single wick right now, but I'd rather burn that in my bathroom than have this in a larger space. It's just kind of one-dimensional. I want to say kind of boring, and it just feels like it needs something to make it more complex, and I think to warm it up a little bit, like maybe a sandalwood or a warm amber in here might help to just kind of round it out and make it more pleasurable for me. But ultimately, I just don't want this anymore. Love the jars on these though. These two came out, they were part of the same series, which I did a review on Oceanside, which is another one. I love that one. That ain't going anywhere. But these two, I'm just kind of meh about, and I just don't have the drawer space. I keep all my candles in an old dresser. It's like a tall, what are they called? Tall boys dresser. And the drawer that has like the natural candles in it is just too full. I'm getting new stuff. I don't burn through that stuff really until fall, and I don't have the space. I don't want those anymore. So let's see. I'm destashing. We've got 6. There's 8, 10, 12, 13. Destashed 13 candles. So, leaves a little bit of room. I'm looking at the 13 over here on my left that came in this week. And I need to burn some more, y'all. But that's what we do. So I don't do these destash videos very often. But if you did like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know you appreciate destash content. I mostly created this video just because I want you to know that I am a human just like you, especially if you're an enthusiast. I do struggle with space for my candles, and sometimes that means letting go of ones that are mediocre or just not motivating me to burn them. If I'm not drawn to them, if I don't get excited about burning them, they're just going to sit in my drawer, take up space, and I don't want that. I want someone to enjoy them, or I want to enjoy them myself, so I'm going to pass them on. If you're already subscribed, thanks so much for being a subscriber. And if you're not subscribed and you want to be, just hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the video. If you're on a browser, it's in the little corner over here on your right. I would love to have you join us and know when I release content. If you want to be notified, make sure you hit the notification bell. And I will see you again tomorrow in yet another video. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye, everybody.